would love for you to share in the chat where you all are joining us from this morning. We love to collect that information and see just how far our presentations are reaching. And of course, if you are watching the recording of this later, we'd love for you to pop it into the YouTube comments as well. I'm saying hello to you from Montreal, Canada, where it's very chilly, but we're looking forward to spring very, very soon. My name is Kate Taylor. I am a camp consultant based in Montreal, but I work with the International Camping Fellowship on ICF Academy. I work with the Women in Camp Summit, and I work with the Thanks to Camp movement. And I'm very, very happy to be here with you today to introduce our wonderful speakers in a moment, but not yet. Before we get started with that, I have a few little housekeeping details. If you are not one of our wonderful speakers this morning, we would appreciate if you keep yourself on mute. We advise that you use speaker view as your view for the meeting. This will be delivered primarily in English, but if you are interested in live Spanish translation, we will have that option available for you with Lucy and Mava. So we will be going straight through for an hour, so take your own breaks as you need them, and we'll finish around the 9 o'clock mark for me here in Montreal. If you would like to listen to interpretation, in your meeting control panel, you can click More and then Interpretation and click on the language you'd like to hear. If we do get our Mandarin speakers in here shortly, we will have that option as well. But for now, we have Spanish translation going on the side. For an explanation in Spanish, here's Lucy.
Hola, hola, activar interpretación es súper sencillo. Aquí abajo en tu panel de control vas a ver 3 puntos que dicen más. Vas a seleccionar allí y luego vas a seleccionar interpretación. Y a continuación vas a escoger el idioma en el que te gustaría escuchar esta sesión. Aparte, opcionalmente, puedes seleccionar mutear el idioma original para que solo escuches la interpretación. Disfruta mucho esta sesión, nos vemos.
So I will pass it over in just a moment to Daniel, Anna, and Lulu, who will be speaking with you with their staff training ideas. Please feel free to pop little questions in the chat along the way. We will have a question period at the end, so if you would like to throw your questions in there along the way, we will do our best to get to those questions. If not, we can always pass them to the speakers and they can get back to you on the side. So without further ado, Daniel, would you like to come to the stage and introduce yourself and your fellow speakers?
Of course. Well, good morning, everyone. It's a truly honor for us three to be here today with you. We are from Mexico, and we send you a warm greeting for everyone. Thanks to be here again. Well, before we begin, I would like to start with one simple idea. Camps do not change children, people do. So, with this introduction, our idea to be here with you is to share what we do in Mexico, what we do in the Mexican Camp Association for different ideas to continue working with people, to continue working with all the staff that it's going to change the lives of the children. So we are going to talk about 3 different points, and we're going to talk in different moments about the progressive model, the mentorship model, and the continuous model that Ana Paula, Lulu Fraga, and we would like to share with you. And also, we will have a really small panel with you at the end with opportunities for Q&A that Kate is going to direct in the session. Well, I'm Daniel Casillas. I'm in Mexico City-based business leader. I'm right now working as director of Aleya Camp, and well, I am an accountant. So I think it's really fun because there's a lot of different people from different professions here in this industry. But well, I love this this work and love this way of life, because for me it's more than a work, it's more like a way of life to change. And I also work as another in another camps. From all my story, I have 15 years working in this industry, and I'm happy to be here with you in the ICF. Then we have Lulu Fraga, camp director. She is the founder and camp director of ICAL. This is a really important camp that has more than 30 years in Mexico. They are designing camp experience programs that are focused on leadership and personal development. And she creates different transformative experiences that will strengthen the character, resilience, and teamwork in the children, youth, and also adults with their work. And then we have Ana Paula Perez. She also is a camp director, and it's also in the American Camping Association, working as the coordinator team on the formation and different capacitation committee in the Mexican Camp Association. She is the camp director of Camp Los Huizaches. She's a Mexican educator and experiential learning advocate. She's best known for working in this camp, and also this camp that she's running, it's originated from her thesis in the university. So with this, all the dynamic educational and recreational project that she is focusing on, the work with all of the different camps that she managed is really, really important in this area. And also she emphasized in values, teamwork, and nature-based experiences.
Thank you, Daniel. So on behalf of the Mexican Camp Association, it is an honor to share what defines the Mexican model of staff training. At AMC, safety protocols, risk management, and operational standards are foundational, our foundation. As an association, we work intentionally to strengthen professional standards across our country. But what makes our model very strong is that we do it collectively in collaboration. So AMC, the Mexican Camp Association, is a network of camps committed to contribute and collaborate, sharing best practices, learning from one another, and raising the standards of the entire industry in Mexico. And we do this as an active member of the ICF. Our belonging to ICF connects us globally to the community that challenges us, inspires us, and elevates our work. So our model integrates professionals' excellence with humans' formation, safety as the foundation, collaboration as a strategy, and leadership formation as a purpose. For the Mexican Camp Association, forming hearts that leads means strengthening camps locally while growing together globally. Thank you. Why this matters? As Daniel says, camps do not change children, people do. Programs matters, facility matters, but relationships are what transforms people in the camps. That is why within AMC, we believe training cannot be reduced to orientation. Orientation transfers information, and formation shapes identity. Most of our staff are young adults in formative stage of life, like from, 15 to 25. So when we train them, we are not only preparing seasonal employees, we are preparing future leaders in the world. When camps collaborate nationally, we raise standards. When we collaborate international through ICF, we strengthen the global camping movement. When we invest in safety, we protect children. When we invest in formation, we develop leaders. And when we collaborate across borders, we shape global leaders who will carry the values of camp into the world. So this is very important. Like all the training, all the people inside camps are very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Lulu. Thank you, Daniel. Well, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the Mexican context. What does Mexican camps are? We have a strong camp culture. That means that schools go to the camps with their groups. We have a high logistical complexity because we have a lot of camps coming and going all the time. There are some camps, as Daniel camp, that maybe he has 3 or 4 camps a week. So this is important for us. We believe in emotional leadership. We think that our staff needs to be not only trained, but also, as Lulu said, worked up as leaders. We have a national collaboration through the AMC. We are friends and we work together we believe in the camp Mexican culture to be stronger if we work all together hand by hand. And we have a friendship between camp directors. We work together, we help each other, we solve problems together. And this is what I believe makes a Mexican camp association really strong. The next, please. What's the evolution in training for us? We train in a lot of different things. We train in recreational techniques. We train in abuse prevention and safe environments. We train also in social emotional development and diversity and gender inclusion, and also all the technical stuff like high ropes, risk management, and all the activities we do at camps. As the AMC, we do different programs to train our staff to do safe activities in every Mexican camp.
So, for us in Mexico, staff training is not an orientation, it's not a checklist, it's not a one-time workshop. It's a journey of identity. It's a place where we believe that before someone leads an activity, they must understand how they are as leaders. Before someone manages a group, they must learn to manage themselves. So it's really, really important to share this philosophy that it's supported with the AMC national platforms, because in the AMC we're working every day to professionalize our camp industry in Mexico, and also to know and learn about all the different national associations all over the world. So right now in for the AMC, it's really important. There are different kind of events that are really, really important and matter to us, like the TAC, that it's an annual camp workshop. It's a really, really important place because we all as camps reunited together here. All the staff members of the camp come here to this annual camp workshop, and we share different knowledge, we share activities, we share and learn something, some different capacitations, news that are new in the sector, in the industry. And also we're always trying to make these annual camp workshops international, to invite someone to come from other parts of the world to share what is happening in the camps in other countries. So also, if you are interested to share with us in this annual camp workshop, please let us know, reach us in the AMC, so we will be happy to invite us to these events. Also, we have our directors retreat every year. It's like a moment where all the directors of the AMC that have their own camps reunite together to share and to decide the future of the industry in Mexico, because we are the ones who are like changing the matters for the schools, for the government, for the different activities, and also to have all these ideas or these lines, these guidelines for the work in the next year. And then we have with Ana Paula in the capacitation committee some specialized thematic trainings, as she was talking. And they are really important because these are webinars that we're having constantly to form each other. Today, I think we have another specialized thematic training in the afternoon from in Mexican time, but it's really, really important because we're always having these spaces to form all the staff, the coordinators, and the directors. And then the collaborative knowledge ecosystem, that it's some kind of different spaces that we work with different directors of other camps to start sharing also the knowledge to promote better camps in Mexico. So it's really, really important that in these platforms we work together and wonder about all the conflicts that we could have, so how to manage the conflicts, and we're always talking and we're always sharing. So this is important for us, that we will move uh, from our personal camps, from our own camps, to the national level, to the camp level, and finally be working with the internal final and mentorship level. Then we have the different training philosophies, that it's responding to the social change, and we're also working as professional camp leadership and balance diversity with shared standards, that are common standards that we all as directives decide, and there is a committee that manage the standards in the AMC to have like this line. It's like a certification that the AMC gives to their different companies that are affiliated to the AMC. Well, now we just talk about all the things that the AMC is working about, but we want to share different kind of ideas of these models that we were sharing previously with you. The first model is the progressive formation model. This progressive formation model is at the camp level, that we translated national collaboration into structured systems. Our model is progressive. We do not offer like just orientation. We would like to offer always a pathway. We designed 10 training blocks. Each block is one full weekend of formation. The journey begins with identity and camp culture. Okay, so this identity and camp culture is because culture comes before technique. It's really, really important that we identify the culture of our own camps, to love the place we are working to. Then we move into basic techniques such as safety fundamentals, first aid certification, safe environments, and then later we focus on operational systems, how to manage different ideas such as how to manage bosses, meal routines, sleep supervision, and all of the process that are inside the camp. But first is the basic techniques that we have to share. Then we move to the advanced group leadership, such as team building facilitation, and finally, leadership evaluation. And some of these blocks require prerequisites that you have. It's like a school curriculum. If you don't have like passed and also like have good grades, no, if we can talk in some way of this school function, you cannot advance to other different levels of the formation blocks, because it is important for us to have all the people that works with the children really, really good formatted. Some blocks are needed with these prerequisites because growth is earned. You have to earn this growth in the camp, and each staff member has as his own individual training record, so we can like manage every kind or every point of the formation block. So we track completed blocks, we track certification, we track evaluation, we track experience hours, and this creates professionalism. Okay, it's really, really important because this staff curriculum record, where they are trained as leaders, so it's really, really important for us to have these professional tools, these performance evaluations, and this leadership pipeline development that give us the full watch of the different staff member that has working and living the progression of this growth in the camp. The next slide is about our recruitment strategy. In every camp has their own recruitment strategy, but I will talk about one. We always, every semester, we recruit 20 to 30 new guides. This is important because in Mexico, as Ana Paula was sharing, we have a lot of camps going every week. So we have this different kind of model, such as that is different from other parts of the world, but similar, such as Australia. And here we have this continuous camp, and also this gives us some complications of the logistic, because we have to have continuous leadership renewal, because this big operation in Mexico, sometimes this staff is studying, is in exams, they are like changing from one school to another, from one thing to another. So in this kind of stuff, this continuous leadership renewal is a really, really important point that we have to have all the eyes here. So we have built a growth-based retention model that we're going to share also in a few minutes. But it's important to know that growth doesn't not happen alone. And this is important because with this, Lulu will share why is this important point of mentorship becomes essential.
So the AMC provides the national structure, like as a foundation, and then every camp does what is in their own heart, right? So we add something more. We add a structured mentorship system and a strong philosophical culture that turns training into transformation. So our recruitment focuses on values. For us, leadership is not a position. It is a process, and that process happens through example from others, and from example or seeing others, and the relationships that are caused in the camp. So every year, our staff training includes all the AMC standards and safety protocols, our philosophy, then we add the positive discipline, and this is very strong for our camp. Group leadership and personal development is really, really strong too in our camp, because if someone is in good shape, in the hard way talking, they can pass that to the children. So this is not just a summer job. This is a community. This is part of being in a community. Next, please. So we do not recruit perfect resumes. Our recruitment process focuses not only on experience, but on values and emotional maturity. We seek individuals who demonstrate alignment with our culture and the potential to grow within formative environment. We look for heart, we look for emotional maturity or emotional intelligence. We look for alignment with our culture. every year, our staff training includes as I told you, the AMC events and all that. So, can you put the other? Yeah. So, no one becomes leader immediately. Like you can be a counselor right away. First of all, you has to be a camper or so. Maybe you are not a camper, but you are a friend of a camper or someone known. Then you become an assistant or of the instructor, and then you come. We call them slash because they are between the assistant and the instructor, but it's a pair leadership. They work. Two new counselors work together, and then the lead instructor, that some camps call them counselors, and then the facilitator or a staff member. So as a camper, you experience the culture. As a helper, you observe leadership. As slash, you begin leading small moments. As an instructor, you guide a full group. And as a facilitator, you form other leaders. We do not promote based on time. We promote based on character, how do you develop the consistency, if you really are there or not, the alignment with the camp. We promote based on integrity. So mentorship is intentional. Like Radical mentorship is really structured. Every leader has a facilitator guiding them in a group and one by one. So the facilitator has a group as assigned in the beginning of the year, and this facilitator will solve all the doubts and things each counselor or helper or slash has, and they will do this as a group, and this group will get together with other groups, and this is very strong. So because all people will get to know very well. So after activities, we reflect with this group. After challenges, we talk. After mistakes, we grow. Authenticity with alignment. We want our staff to be authentic, but authenticity must be aligned with safety, respect, emotional awareness, positive discipline, and our educational purpose. Leadership is not charisma. It is consistency. Children can be really can feel really good when someone is authentic, and yeah. So we want our staff to be fully themselves. We don't train identical counselors. We don't script personalities. Each leader brings their voice, energy, creativity, and personal strengths. Children, so children can feel, as I told you, at their home, like very comfortable. So align with shared philosophy. Authenticity without alignment can create inconsistency. People can feel not real consistent. So Radical being yourself always exists within a clear framework. Safety standards, such as the standards in the AMC and our own standards, respectful communication and positive discipline, emotional awareness, and strong educational, as I told you. So and then the culture transmitted through proximity. Culture Radical is not transmitted through manuals, or not just manuals. We have manuals, we have protocols, but culture is not downloaded, it is witnessed. And this is very important, Radical, New staff don't just read about our values, they observe them in action. As I told you, there's a chain between campers and new staff. They see how senior leaders respond under pressure, regulate their emotion, handle conflicts, and communicate with respect. So policies create culture. Example, create policies, create structure, sorry. And example creates culture. That is why personal development is central in our training process. We work intentionally on emotional regulation, communication skills, and collective responsibility. We are really committed for the people in ICAL to grow personally, like to have a personal growth, so they can pass that to every people in the camp. If it's the in the kitchen of if you are in the kitchen, or if you are in the activities, or wherever you are, we try to have a personal development. So if a leader can regulate their emotions, they can regulate a group. And when leaders model coherences, culture becomes contagious. So at Camp ICAL, authenticity creates connection, alignment creates trust. No, the kids there feel at home, and together they create leaders who are safe, coherent, and transformational, who lead with integrity. Integrity is a very important part in our camp. This system builds our identity, and identity builds belonging. Many of our staff stay for years. We have staff like 8 years, maybe the most 10 years, not because they have to, but because they grow there and they feel like as it is their second home. So at ICAL, we believe the camps by their own do not change children, the people inside it do. And people are formed through mentorship, philosophy, and shared culture. Thank you.
It's my turn now. Okay. We believe in continuous training. We believe that for us, our philosophy and principles is very, very important. We believe the child is the center of the camp. We believe that everyone at camp needs to know that the child is the center. The activities are great, the food is great, but the child is the most important person at camp. The child well-being is our priority. It's so all our training is modeled to be to let all the staff know that the well-being of the child is our priority, and all the staff members are. We believe they are role models for our children. If I love to say that the children that go to Huizaches then will want to be as our staff when they grow up. So this means that we have to be really conscious about who the staff members are, and how do we as staff members act. We have to be really conscious about what we do and how we do it, so that the children look up to the staff and say, I want to be as Pato or as Ima when I grow up. The next, please. Okay, our training has like a really long process. It starts, we start recruiting and selecting, and then doing psychometric testing once a year. We also do school camps as Danny, but not as much. So we can manage to do one training a year. But it's a process that starts in January and finishes before summer, that it's our most important part of the year. We begin our training in March and end in June with an event that we like to call the summer kickoff. We invite all the staff members to come to camp, and then we uh, we give them all the tools that are necessary for the kids to be safe, happy, comfortable at camp for all the summer. Then who does the training at WISHs? We do internal and external training. We do a lot of training by the AMC, as I told you before, but we also have external training from people that are experts in some themes, and then we do our philosophy, our specialty training for the activities. We do a lot of training in-house. And how do we do it? We do it in person and we do it online also. It's very active because we want the staff to be part of their own training. If you have the staff being part of their own training, they're gonna believe in it and they're gonna be engaged. It's not only the transfer of information, but it's the believing in what they're doing and what we are doing as a camp, as a Mexican camp, making happy kids. The next, please. Well, what topics do we share with our staff? The most important is the child, mind, body, and heart. What does this mean? Well, what age? Each age has some characteristics, so we teach them that. Then we teach them how to care for their bodies, but how to care for their hearts too. We have children are the most important part of a parent's life, so we have to be conscious of that, and we have to take the kids with this level of commitment. So we have to see the child as a whole. We also train camp logistics and procedures. We all that happens at camp, our staff know before they come to camp, before they come to their first camp. We don't like surprises, so we are very thorough on the staff knowing every detail we can think about. We also train activities and specialization. I'm sorry. We are very responsible about security management, risk management, and that's what we can do is train, so that our staff knows how to manage all the activities we do at camp. And we also get to talk about themselves, about the staff that are with us. How do they feel? How can they be a better role model? How can they be a better staff member? Like how can they relate to the kids? And that's talking about themselves and talking about how they see themselves at camp. And the last part of our training is the summer kickoff and teamwork. We do a lot of teamwork reinforcement because teamwork makes the world go around. If we work together, if we work hand by hand, we can make a great camp. So that's really really important for us. And I think that's it. Dani, your turn. Ah,
No,
no,
it's
Lulu.
Lulu's. Yes.
Sorry.
So what you can implement tomorrow, like you can create progressive training blocks as Daniel talked about. You can divide each like each theme in your camp and give people like in the year all these blocks. You can establish mentorship tiers. You can make groups and from your training or after your training or before your training, you can take advantage of these mentorship tiers. Uh, you can track individual staff growth as Daniel told us. They know what each member staff has done in training in the training, and you can align philosophy with authenticity, and you can do all of these, and you will have a great like training for your staff, for all your staff in the camp. So I think this is a very valuable um, uh, thing for all of us, even all of Daniel, Ana Paula, and me are like learning more and more from this, because we can take some of this stuff to our camp and do it stronger and yeah, and more um, and better for us. Yes. So.
So, well, we are reaching almost the end of the session, but when we combine national collaboration through AMC, progressive formation systems, mentorship, and this APP model, we do not just create training structures. We are trying to create committed people. And commitment always builds loyalty. In our camps, the average staff members stays for at least 3 years. In most of them, also just like ICAL, with just like 10 years. But loyalty is not built through obligation. It is built through growth. When young leaders feel supported, when they feel challenged, when they feel seen, they stay. And something even more important happens. Eventually, many of them leave our camps because they graduate, they move into new professional spaces, they go into schools, companies, hospitals, entrepreneurship, corporate leadership, social organization, and everywhere they go, they carry the same structure, the same discipline, the same emotional intelligence, the same responsibility that they learn in the different camps because they were formed inside a system that demanded growth. We often say that camp is like a leadership laboratory. What we are building is not a temporary staff. We think that we are building future professionals. And many employers tell us the same thing. Your former camp staff are strong workers because they take initiative, they manage pressure, they care about people. That is not accidental. That is the result of intentional formation. So when we speak about training, we're not only speaking about camps. We are speaking about a social impact. We are speaking about preparing young adults to contribute meaningfully to the society. And this is why we invest so deeply in the formation. This is why the AMC is to has such care in the camps that belong to, because training is not preparation. Training is transformation, and transformation travels far beyond camp. Transformation travels far beyond a lot, and we're proud because in Mexico, we believe that camps are not programs; they are human ecosystems, and the AMC strengthens the camps. The camps strengthen the staff, and the staff strengthen the children, and the children strengthen the future in our country and in the world. And if there is one idea I would like that you live with today, is that training is not preparation, training is transformation. Thank you all for allowing us. Thank you, Ana Pau. Thank you, Lulu. It was awesome to work with you, Kate, and all the staff of the ICF. It was really, really awesome to have this space to share with all you guys the model. And we are proud of what we are building in Mexico. We are proud of our AMC, and we are even more excited to further learn from all of you. Thank you, and it was awesome to be here with you. So we can start the Q&A with Kate.
Thank you so much, all of you. That was wonderful. I have so many ideas percolating in my head. We do have a few minutes for questions, so I'm going to take a few from the chat that I saw that I'm also interested to know. So one of the questions was, in Greece, the camp owners would be worried that one camp would steal staff from the other if you're doing training all together. Is this an issue in Mexico, or is there some kind of a code of honor between camps?
There's a code of honor, and also we lend the staff from one camp to another because, as we said, we have a lot of school camps during the year. So sometimes we don't have enough staff because they're students. So Danny may call me one Monday morning and tell me, Anna, I'm two people short. Can you lend me someone? And I will send someone over to his camp. And that works for us very well.
Nice, very nice. And are the camp staff paid for all of this training time?
Well, that's a really good question because the training, it's not always paid because it's like the formation that they receive and all the knowledge that they receive when they are formation. The retribution or the payment comes when they are starting to grow in the levels and they are working in the camp. So it's like you have to prepare yourself for the exam, and the exam will be the retribution for you when you pass that kind of part. And I don't know if Ana Pau, I think Ana Pau and Lulu work the same as I.
Yes, totally the same. Yeah.
Okay. And what kind, you mentioned psychometric testing as part of the interview process. What kind of testing do you do?
Voy yo, sí.
Sí.
We do standard psychometric testing, uh, mainly to see if they have any like red flags in their personality. So it's a basic psychometric testing, but it's done by a professional psychologist.
So this is a standard that's established in the Mexican psychological community
Yep.
kind of thing? Okay, understand. Yeah. I think that's all the time we have for questions at the moment. If any of you in the audience have any further questions, please feel free to shoot them to us in the chat or send us an email. If you're not getting our ICF newsletters, please make sure that you send us a note on that. But I would like to say thank you again very, very, very much for being here today. I know it's early in Mexico where you are. So thank you very much for being here, and we very much appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just before we close out, we do have a few little tidbits about the ICC that is coming up later this year. We have the Campfire Relay Torchbearer program that is still ongoing. Please make sure that you scan to apply, or someone is going to drop that link in the chat shortly. We would love for you to apply to be a torchbearer in this program. And if you would like more information about that, our team in ICC in China would be more than happy to give you a little bit more understanding of that. Our regular early bird registration is open for ICC 2026 until May 10th. You still can benefit from a reduced rate for signing up for the conference. As we have mentioned previously, this is happening in Taiwu Resort in China this November for the 13th International Camping Congress. So please make sure that you sign up today so that you can still take advantage of our early bird rate. The prices will go up after May 10th. Speaking of information sessions, this March 10th, coming up soon, if you are a member of the ACA Australian Camping Association, we will be having a information session for you to discuss the ICF. What is the ICF? How can you get involved? And what you can get out of the ICC. If you would also be interested in hosting an information session for your country, please get in touch with us, info@icfconnect.net, and we'd be more than happy to try and set something up that works for your camp season. But if you are an Australian Camping Association member, please make sure to put March 10th on your calendar. It's happening at 2 a.m. Eastern time, but that's a much more reasonable time for you in Australia. If you are interested in signing up for the International Camp Director course, that is happening just before the ICC, November 2nd to 6th. You can receive an official certificate from the ICF as a camp director, which is globally recognized and highly valued within this industry. There's coverage of 17 core modules in camp operations and management in an immersive camp environment, integrating theory, case studies, and practical simulations. We highly, highly recommend this course. If you are interested in becoming a trainer for ICDC, we are also having that course before. So October 31st to November 6th, registration is open for that as well. We would love to have more trainers so that we can offer more ICDC courses around the world. And from November 11th to 15th, we will be having a regional event in the Greater Bay Area, the 13th International Camping Congress, Spirit of China and the Power of the Greater Bay Area. So this is the Greater Bay Area of China, of course, not the Greater Bay Area of the United States. It is one of China's most open and economically vibrant regions. It is home to leading technology enterprises and research centers that bring fresh perspectives and innovative practices to the camp education field. They are hosting this event, which you can sign up for as part of your ICC experience. And now I will pass it over to Gwen.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much to our team, to everyone that's been involved, and we would love to hear your feedback. We want to make sure that people have a chance to be able to give us ideas and also to give praise to our speakers and to our translators and host, and Alexia behind the scenes doing all of the great graphics work. You can scan the QR code or also check the link in the chat. So we appreciate the way we get these great sessions is by you giving us great ideas. So please continue to share those ideas. Next slide, please. This is what ICF is all about. It's connecting people, and that ties so much into today's theme of that we're not transferring information, we're building community. And so we have lots of ways to have community in between these sessions and in between the Congress. We have WhatsApp channels, we have a Facebook group, there's Instagram, there's all different ways to be involved. And if you want to help with any of these conversations or be part of the social media team, let us know because we're always looking for more people to help and stay connected in the conversation. Next slide, please. We have wonderful business affiliates that help us make our jobs easier and connect us. We have folks who are involved with risk management in Vivistar. We have Camp Counselors USA who helps with staffing, and then Touch Adventures that gives us lots of different ways to stay connected and make the ways that we do camp even more rich. So thank you very much. If you'd like to be a business affiliate, please contact us. And we have our next episode, our last episode of this season, is going to be looking at innovations in camping, China unscripted. We're going to get a chance to see the growth and innovations of the camp world in China, which will help us get even more curious about the way to be able to connect. So thank you very much, and we look forward to you joining us in the next month. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all again for being here today. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.